What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So, have you ever been in a situation with someone and everything is going good? You get along great, you've been happy together, you enjoy each other's company, and this could be anybody: friends, family, relationships, marriages, um, your parents. It can be anybody, your siblings, your neighbors, and all of a sudden they just up and disappear. And you noticed the change because it happened to you. It wasn't something that you made happen. You didn't make that sudden move to just up and disappear. They did. So I want to talk about ghosting and what does it mean when the narcissists do this? When the narcissist up and just ghost you, with no warning, it tells you a couple of things. One, it tells you that they have a very selfish side, and not just narcissists, just people in general who don't really know how to compromise, how to show understanding. A lot of times it just comes from a selfish place in their heart, and they're kind of used to always having their way and being heard, and not really being able to give that back in return. So it's like when you you kind of taken the attention away from them in that way, and you've expressed, your worries or concerns for things. The narcissist doesn't always know how to show genuine love and support. A lot of times they ghost you. Also, because it drains them, they don't know how to give love, and they definitely can't show empathy. So it's easy for them to just up and disappear. But again, it mostly comes from being selfish. Because, see, when a person show you who they are, that's who they are. A lot of times we're so tempted to just ignore these red flags in people because of how happy we want to be with them. But deep down inside, we're not even happy with them. We're forcing ourselves to be there and in hopes of things, that fantasy world of ours just coming true with them. And it's not going to happen. You're going to have some good days, but for the most part, it, it's the bad days that's going to stick out the most. Because one thing about that silence, it is very powerful. It's very powerful, but it's also very hurting. And the thing about it's very hurtful. And the thing about silence is that, where the power lies in the silent treatment is that the person who, gives the silent treatment, they're going to either give it for reasons that benefits them for the sake of having a peace of mind, like we give the silent treatment to narcissists. Not so much the silent treatment, we just discard them. We do what's necessary, for our own mental health. Because narcissists are very abusive, but they use the silent treatment to abuse you, to control you, to gain power over you, and just to put you to a test to see how strong you are, how weak you are. And normally, when this happens, we run behind people who ghost us. We run behind people who gives us the silent treatment because we just want to be, loved and understood, and we want understanding. We're trying to, see what's going on. Like, why is this happening? Everything was so good just a minute ago. So what's up with this? Like, why haven't you been returning my calls? Why haven't you been texting back? I see you on social media, so I reach out to you on there and you ignore me. Like, why is this happening? You want answers because it hurts to be ignored. It hurts for people to just up and disappear. That's abandonment. It hurts. And that's one thing that they know: if they can get a response or reaction out of you, they know they can get it out of you by doing that. And so that's why narcissists, or people in general, why they just up and ghost you. It's because they are selfish. See, the narcissists, they can dish it, but they can't take it. They expect for you to be there through everything they throw at you. They expect for you to just always, carry everything for them and always be their listening ear. And they will drain you with all the negativity that they deal with in their lives. But when it comes to you needing them for support, they're nowhere to be found. They're never available. And that's why they just up and disappear, because they're selfish. They know what they want from you because they know that you're going to deliver it. They know they can depend on you to be there. And it gives them a high, and it also gives them like this super huge ego of knowing that they got it like that with you. Because they feel that, that's your weakness. The love you have for them is your weakness. But to be honest, we're more stronger than them than they think we are. Because we are the ones who actually hold the power. Because once we close that door, it's shut for good. We take so much of the abuse, of the abandonment, of the smearing, until there's no room for any more of it. And then we're done with them for good. And that's why the narcissists, they're going to always think that they hold their power, but they really don't. Doesn't matter how many times they've, given us a silent treatment. In the end, we will win because we hold a power that we don't even know we have at the moment, because we're so into, that good thing that we we thought we had with them, and we just want that back. And the narcissists, they're going to continue to show you that this is who they are. I'm going to do it over and over again until you get it that this is not something I'm going to tolerate from you. I don't want to hear about your problems. It's not about you, it's about me. You can't talk about your problems with a narcissist, because the first thing they're going to do is start to speak about what they're going through so that they can direct your attention from yourself and put it on them. So now it's all about them. That's the trick that they play on everybody, which is playing on your emotions, because that's what they need you to do. They need you to always express your emotions behind what it is they're going through, because they're the only ones who matter in this relationship. And when you're like, well, I'm going to, just take some time to think about some things, you're expecting them to be understanding and be there for you and supportive. If they can't offer you anything, they're going to offer you a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on. But narcissists, oh, no way. No, you're not going to get that. They don't have time for that. This is when they try to make you feel, oh, you just being a baby. All you do is whine. You always have problems. All you do is constantly complain. And once they can get you to start believing that about yourself, that's when they make you take your mind off your own problems and abandon your own issues, so that you can feel like, well, that's less important than what they want me to do. And it all comes from a place of being selfish. They are very selfish. So that's why they ghost you, because you're not giving them that attention that they so desperately need. So that's all for this video. I'll talk to you.